Tracy from makebraceletsblog.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make another style of wrap bracelet, and this one is using a silk sari scrap yarn. It's basically a ribbon that's been sewn together from all of the scraps from making saris, S-A-R-I, which is a traditional Indian dress. And it's usually used in knitting, but more and more you'll see these fibers showing up in a lot of jewelry designs these days. So I'm wearing one that I made with sort of a black silver material, but today I'm going to choose one of these colors and we're going to make one together. So the materials you need for this project are just some ribbon yarn, some silk ribbon yarn. And if you visit my blog, makebraceletsblog.com, there's a really interesting backstory and a place where you can go online and purchase this particular yarn. And then secondly, you need some large hole beads. These are just some crystal large hole beads that I have. And along with that, I have some silver plated spacer beads and a pony bead, which is silver plated. It's a 6x8mm pony bead. And this is going to act as the closure for our bracelet. So it's an adjustable closure. And then just a scissors. That's it, just 3 materials. So first of all, you have the challenge of choosing your color, because a lot of the skeins of yarn that you get are just filled with beautiful colors. So since we're approaching spring and summer, I'm going to choose this beautiful, it looks like it was sort of a plaid fabric in an orange and a pink, sort of a real fun summer color combination. And I'm just going to take it and wrap it around my wrist 3 times, so I'm sure that I have the right fit. I'm not even going to use my ruler. And then I'm going to make sure that I have enough for the tail so I can put my pony bead on and have a little bit of a tail and an adjustable closure. So just take your scissors and give it a little snip. And then you're going to start working about 5 inches from the end of one of your sides here. And we're just going to put in a simple overhand, simple knot. And pull that tight, not super tight, because you don't want the beads to be able to slip over your knot. Okay, so that's going to be your anchor for your first bead. And then you're going to slide on one of your spacer beads. So you're going to have to kind of pull together your ends and squish them small enough so that they'll fit through. And you're just going to string that on. And then let's choose a bead color here. I was thinking pink gives a little bit of glitter, the orange, I don't know, let's go subtle, and we'll put on a pink crystal bead. And again, you're going to have to sort of work the end of your ribbon through it. And string that on. There you go, that gives it some nice shimmer. If you wanted to be really adventurous, you could put on 2 of them, or maybe even an orange one next to it. Let's put on 2 of them, since these beads are pretty subtle. Okay, and then we're just going to put on another spacer bead. All right, tie another knot, simple overhand knot, and make sure you position it so that, and this is important, I didn't do a great job on the one I have on my wrist, to tell you the truth, but make sure you position this knot so that it keeps the beads from really moving around too much. Okay? And then all you have to do is take your pony bead and again string it through. And this is a little bit more of a challenge because we are going to take 2 sides, both ends of your ribbon yarn, and stick it through this pony bead. And the hole is pretty small, but you want it to be tight enough so that you don't lose it and so it doesn't fall off your bracelet, but so that you can still move it around to make it adjustable. So what you're probably going to need to do is use some sort of I happen to have my scissors sitting here. You could use the end of your, like a little awl or a bead reamer. And you're just going to need to kind of work it through the end. Whew, well, that was a bit of a challenge getting it through there, but with the tip of the scissors, I was able to sort of really shove it through. So now you're just going to adjust the ribbon a little bit so that we can wind it around a wrist and test it. So place the beads sort of on the top of your wrist and then adjust the bead out far enough. This is so you don't need somebody else to help you put this bracelet on. Otherwise it would be kind of a challenge, and just sort of fit it over your wrist. So once you have it positioned on your wrist, then you just take the bottom portion where you have your pony bead and you're going to slide it up a little bit and tighten it, okay? And voila, there you have a wrap bracelet. So the one thing I will say you want to do, you'll notice with all of this silk yarn, is it's got little threads hanging off of it. So now you can just go back, and I would take it off my wrist really to do this, but you can go back and just trim a lot of these threads off to clean it up and give it kind of a nice look. But quite frankly, I think a lot of the charm of this particular bracelet, and it gives it sort of a bohemian chic look, is the fact that it is an upcycled product that you're using, and you want it to look a little bit rustic, and you want it to look like something that's not brand spanking new. And really it's the contrast here of the shiny crystal and the upcycled used material together that makes it so interesting. So for a complete list of all of the materials and really where I got them, my favorite places to purchase these supplies, just go to makebraceletsblog.com. So go have fun and make some bracelets.